Hey, this is Ben Solomon, and welcome to this episode of the Techno Leadership Show. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about a crucial thing for us in technology professional roles, manager roles, and executive leader roles. That is, having a good working relationship with your facilities management team. Well, in some companies, maybe the facilities management team might be called by a different name, but it's basically any team or person that manages the facilities of the organization, which is your offices, your electrical connections, your data cabling and connections, all those aspects that are physical infrastructure that we depend on and need help with to be able to run the technology side of the business as well. And in every organization that I've had the opportunity to work at, having a good relationship with the person who's in charge of facilities, whether it's the facilities manager in a big organization or in a smaller organization, it's probably someone like a business manager or someone like that who has a small component of facilities management where they would probably bring in contractors and get the facilities work done, but they're the ones who are coordinating that role. So knowing who that is and who they are, if it's a team, and having a really good relationship with them means that when you need critical things done, you can count on them. And also having open, transparent conversation means you're continuously keeping them informed of big projects that are coming and seeing if they have the availability in their team to be able to support where needed. When doing a big infrastructure change, for example, there are times when we need to recable things, we need to reroute electrical lines. All of those sort of things happen when we're replacing network equipment in cabinets, replacing servers and all that sort of aspects. And when you also want to increase the reliability of your data center by improving the number of electrical lines coming in there, having 15 amp lines and all of those extra things that we can do to improve reliability and effectiveness of our infrastructure. And having the support and the help of our facility staff means even if they don't always do the work themselves, they prioritize stuff that we've been talking to them and keeping them informed about, saying, hey, look, this project is coming up, we'll need help with it, and who's the best person to go to? Like, do you have a contractor you'd prefer us to work with, or would you like to organize the contractor so that we can get all these things done so that when we do the infrastructure migration, things are in place? And having that good relationship is like night and day in getting results, because at the end of the day, unless you're one of the few tech people who has a data cabling and potentially even an electrical certification, you can't really work on high electric things. Like, you can't work on 240 volt electricity, which is in Australia and most other countries. In the US, it's I believe 110 volts is the connection strength. But for working in these levels, you need to have specific certifications and all of that. And even though I'm an electronics engineer and have electrical aspects that I know what to do, I can't touch live electric connections especially in the commercial environment, because I don't have the certification for it. So those are things that you have to consider. And most likely people who are working in that facilities team tend to have at least one person in a big team would have an electrical certification. If not, they have trusted contacts that they have who can do the job for a much better price at very good quality. So working with the facilities team means these sort of things are covered. You can delegate some of those aspects and say, hey, look, we're doing this on this day. Can can you please make sure that these connections are completed, this electrical circuits replaced by this date, so that we can have this done on this date. And in most cases, when you have that good relationship and it's a symbiotic relationship where you're supporting each other in the various aspects of things, they're more than happy to step up and support you so that you succeed, they succeed, we all succeed. At the end of the day, in working in any organization, especially when you get into management and leadership roles, it is about we all work together for a common outcome. It's not about me, it's not about one other person. Yes, there are egos and all that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, if you can get to that understanding of we're all in this together to achieve an outcome for the best of the business that we're working for and for the customers that the business is serving. When we look at it from that perspective, everything else falls into place with the right priorities and right support. So hopefully that helps you out. If you're either in a tech professional role or moving into a management role or moving into an executive leadership role, please make sure you build really good relationships with your facilities teams, because they can be so crucial in getting a lot of these aspects of things done, and having that sort of support on hand where they prioritize you because you have put the time and effort to building a good relationship with them is very important for your success, for their success, because some of the work that they do depends on the technology teams because of how technology has become part of the infrastructure of a business. And also the success of the business overall depends on this sort of integrative supported work that the two teams can do together. Hopefully that helps you out. I wish you all the best in your journey as a tech professional, manager and leader. If you liked this episode, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button so that you're notified of future episodes as they are released. I look forward to talking to you in a future episode.